Introduction: Animal horror reinvented in contemporary cinema. The horror genre is constantly evolving to remain relevant and impactful. Among supernatural monsters, masked killers, and demonic entities, animal horror has been a subgenre that never loses its strength. Sting, Killer Spider, released in 2024, fits into this tradition by presenting visceral horror starring an arachnid creature. With an innovative approach and effective direction, the film manages to deliver an experience that blends classic horror with an intriguing emotional subtext. In this essay, we will explore the narrative details, cinematography, sound design, special effects, and emotional impact of the film. Why does Sting stand out among so many productions in the genre? How does it connect to past influences and innovate within modern horror? What messages can be extracted from the plot? Get ready for an in-depth analysis of this disturbing film. The plot, a story beyond horror. The film introduces us to Charlotte, a young woman leading an apparently ordinary life in a quiet town. One day, she discovers a baby spider, small and seemingly harmless, and decides to keep it as a pet. However, what begins as a simple act of curiosity quickly turns into a nightmare, as the creature grows at an alarming rate and develops an insatiable hunger. Sting's narrative stands out by initially creating a bond between Charlotte and the creature. The young woman, who struggles with family issues and feels out of place, finds companionship in the spider. This growing connection makes the subsequent events even more disturbing, as the creature's transformation is not just physical, but also symbolic. The spider reflects Charlotte's inner fears, her repressed anger, and her desire for control in a world that feels hostile to her. As the spider evolves, the film abandons any remnants of lightheartedness and plunges into absolute horror. Creature becomes an unstoppable threat, turning every corner of the house and town into a lethal trap. The screenplay is not limited to a traditional monster story. It creates psychological terror that keeps the audience in constant tension. Direction and cinematography. An intelligent horror film Eddie Arnold demonstrates precise control over the film's direction, utilizing tight framing to increase the sense of claustrophobia and imminent danger. The use of subjective shots, where the camera adopts the spider's perspective, heightens the audience's anxiety, making the monster even more menacing. Sting's cinematography employs dark tones, punctuated by red and blue lighting, creating a contrast that reinforces the sensation of a living nightmare. The meticulously composed settings amplify the tension. Narrow corridors, rooms illuminated by flickering lights, and dark alleys enhance the sense of insecurity. Tree. The creature. Design and visual impact. Sting's spider is one of the film's most memorable aspects. Unlike many CGI-heavy monster portrayals, this creature features a well-balanced combination of practical and digital effects, resulting in a realistic and terrifying visual. Its movement is fluid and organic, making it an even more frightening presence on screen. The spider's design also includes subtle details that heighten discomfort: glowing eyes that seem to watch the audience, legs that move unpredictably, and razor-sharp mandibles exuding menace. As the creature grows, its appearance becomes even more grotesque, reminiscent of classic body horror monsters. Devio. The sound impact, how audio intensifies the horror. The soundtrack and sound design in Sting are crucial in building the horror atmosphere. The use of silence in key moments enhances tension, preparing the audience for the most impactful scenes. The sound of the spider's legs tapping surfaces, the sinister creaks of its joints, and muffled hissing create a constant sense of imminent danger. The horror moments are intensified by a musical composition that blends pulsating beats with dissonant melodies, reinforcing the feeling of dread. The way sound is used in Sting demonstrates that horror is not only visual, but also an auditory immersion. Conclusion. Is Sting a new horror classic? Sting. Killer Spider stands out as one of the most intriguing horror films in recent years. Its ability to balance genuine scares with emotional and psychological horror makes it more than just another monster movie. It is a work that explores deep primal fears. If you are looking for horror that goes beyond cliches and offers a truly immersive experience, Sting is a must-watch. With a well-crafted narrative, an unforgettable creature, and an engaging atmosphere, this film is set to leave its mark on the horror genre. And that wraps up our in-depth look at Sting Killer Spider. What do you think? Did the film live up to its terrifying premise, or did it fall short of expectations? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our latest recaps and deep dives into the best and worst of cinema. Thank you for watching Minute Recaps, where we bring you the best movie breakdowns 1 minute at a time. See you in the next video.